another rebuild. Today, we're going to be rebuilding the San Francisco 49ers, who every single year, it seems like they constantly have a bunch of excuses. Whether that's from injuries or quarterback play, there's just something always going on with the 49ers that they could just never get over that hump. So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild the 49ers and get them over that hump. So let's take a look at the team. One thing about this team is they constantly deal with injuries, although they don't have a bad roster by any means. Brock Purdy obviously is really good. One of the best running backs in the league in CMC, who's just gets injured a decent amount. Of course, Brandon Ayuk is a really good receiver, but again, he was out majority of last year and he's majority of this year too. Then you have second-year player Ricky Pearsall. Hopefully we could develop him. I'm not sure why he's only a normal dedevelopment. You would think at least Madden would update it by now and he would be at least a star. Neither here nor there. We're definitely going to try to develop. You have Juwan Jennings, who is he's pretty good. I mean, he's all right. He probably won't be here for the rest of the rebuild at least. And you have Justin Watkins, one of their rookies from this year. And also, I didn't mention it, but they do have Jordan James, who I do want to start as a second string running back. And then, of course, they traded for Brian Robinson Jr. At their O-line, it's pretty bad. Honestly, Trent Williams is the best player in this team. He's obviously a really good left tackle, but he's really, really old. So we're definitely going to have to look to upgrade him. Dominic Puny's all right. The rest of the line it's bad. And then, of course, you have one of the best tight ends in the league in George Kittle. Now let's take a look at the defense. The exciting parts of this defense is Nick Bosa, one of the best pass rushers in the league. He'll be here for the long run. Then, of course, they drafted Alfred Collins and Michael Williams, who I'm actually pretty excited about. I think we could develop Michael Williams pretty well. The corners aren't bad. We have DeMondre Lenore and Renardo Green. Carter Warner, obviously one of the best linebackers in the league. Don't really need to go too much into detail with him. Nick Martin, one of their rookies, D Winners, who we could definitely use an upgrade here at the linebacker position, that's for sure. Then you have Mustafa at free safety. He's not bad, but we could definitely use an upgrade from him. And then J.R. Browns. I mean, the defense isn't bad. There's definitely a lot of holes that we need to fill. I'm pretty excited about Michael Williams. I definitely think we can develop him pretty well. That's pretty much the roster. Honestly, I don't think there's really many moves I want to make at the beginning of the season. I'm probably going to go to the mid-season point here, kind of just see how we're doing, and then we'll go from there is kind of my plan here. And here at the deadline, we're 4-3. This is kind of what I expected. We have 19 players that we need to renegotiate with, one including Juwan Jennings. Honestly, I'm probably going to wait on Juwan. Same thing with Brian Robinson. Kendrick Bourne, don't really want to bring back. Honestly, I might look to trade him. Maybe even some of these other players. There's really not that many players here that I want to bring back. Bring back Juszczyk, but it's going to be at the end of the year. Also, it's pretty cheap. But I mean, like in Madden, do we really use a fullback? Probably not. So I don't really know how valuable he is. And honestly, there's really not that many players that we need to bring back or that's too important to re-sign. Honestly, I'd be fine with letting all these guys go, but we'll probably re-sign Juwan Jennings, Brian Robinson, and Kendrick Bourne. Probably going to get traded here. And so that's exactly what we're doing, trading Brian Robinson and Kendrick Bourne for the Bengals' second-round pick this year. In reality, neither of those players are really going to be playing a lot, and I would rather have our rookies take both of their spots just to develop a little bit more. Taking a look at some of our stats through the midseason point, we are second in offensive points per game, we're first in rushing yards, and we're eighth in opponent rush yards. So, I mean, we're doing pretty solid. If we take a look at the league leaders, Christian McCaffrey's leading the league in rushing yards and, I believe, touchdowns. So definitely a solid start so far. This is kind of what I expected. Although I hope Christian McCaffrey doesn't regress too much after this year, and same with Kittle. So I'll see you guys at the playoffs. At the end of the year, we do make the playoffs going 8-9, which is actually kind of surprising. We are facing the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 12-5. Since this is the first year, I'm probably just going to say it, and I'm assuming we're going to lose because we're facing the 12-5 Eagles. They're an 88 to our 87, and that's exactly what happens. They beat us by 6 points, 26-20. That's kind of what I expected. And for the season recap, taking a look at it, the Pittsburgh Steelers somehow beat the Green Bay Packers 34-6. Alex Highsmith is your Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins MVP. Puka Nacua, Offensive Player of the Year. Micah Parsons wins Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie goes to Ashton Genty, and Defensive Rookie goes to Jalon Walker. Didn't win any awards. I'm really surprised, though, that the Steelers won the Super Bowl and blew out the Packers. Let's take a look at our stats. See how the team did. Brock Purdy, around 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Definitely would like to see him bring up the touchdowns and bring down the turnovers a bit. CMC did his thing around 1,500 yards, 4.8 a carry, and 11 touchdowns. And actually, Juszczyk, 250-7, averaged 4.2 a carry. So, I mean, not bad at all. Receiving numbers look like this. Ricky Pearsall led the team in receiving yards with almost 1,400 yards and 13 touchdowns. I'm assuming he's definitely going to get a dev up at this point. Brandon Ayuk came in second with 772 and 6. Juwan Jennings had 528 and 2. And then Kittle, actually our fourth receiver on the team, surprisingly, in receiving yards, 459 and 2 touchdowns from him. Let's take a look at the blocking. Actually, it's not that bad, surprisingly. We definitely could use some upgrades on the line, though. And surprisingly, our rookie leads the team in tackles with 132. Definitely thought it'd be Fred Warner. Taking a look at tackles for loss, 14 for Bosa, 8 for Alfred Collins, 7 for Michael Williams. And that's pretty much it from there. A bunch of players with like 1. Sacks-wise, Nick Bosa had 12.5. Michael Williams came in with 9. Alfred Collins had 7. So our 2 rookies did it pretty well for their rookie seasons. I'll definitely take that. Hopefully they can keep progressing. Fred Warner had 4, 2.5 for Nick Martin, 2 for Kyle Gibbons, 1 for a few other players there. Let's take a look at the turnovers. Jair Brown had 3. Upton Scout had 3. Fred Warner had 2. 2 for DeAndre Lenore. 1 for Martin. 1 for Malik Mustafa. 1 for Winters. 1 for Single. And 1 for Renato Green. We had a ton of interceptions. That might be the most interceptions that a team on here that I've ever had before. So we'll definitely take that. Let's get into the offseason. We do have some players that we need to re-sign. I did not re-sign anybody, and I traded away Brad Robinson and who was it? Kendrick Bourne. I couldn't think of it. So we still do have Juwan Jennings here. I don't really know. If he takes a 1-year deal, I'll do it because we have the money. He does. Okay. So that's fine with us. Yader Gross-Matos can go. The rest of these players probably can all walk if I did not miss anybody. Kyle Juszczyk, we'll bring back for 1 year just because we have the money to do it. He's back. But in reality, he probably will be even a little worse next year if I had to assume. And then we'll just draft a kicker. That's fine. We don't really need to re-sign him. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for here. So let's go to free agency. Surprisingly, this team is actually pretty cheap. So we do have a ton of money. And I don't really know what I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to sign Moten to a 1-year deal. It's pretty expensive. 1 year, 23.5. He does probably going to take that. We're tied with the Panthers. Hopefully we can snag him here. Okay, and we do. That actually might be the only thing we do. There's really not that many players here or anybody that we need. No one really is that good here that we could really use. Most likely we could probably upgrade any of these players from the draft and they'll be a little bit better. So that's probably what we're going to do. I'm happy we got Taylor Moten because we do have some holes on the O-line, although they didn't actually do that bad this year. Watch, I'll get higher overall O-linemen and they'll probably do worse. We don't pick till pick 19. I'm just going to send to, there's no one here that's really worth trading up for. We'd have to give a ton of draft capital away, and I really don't want to do that. There are a couple really good players in this class. I really like John Francisco, but I think the smartest move is probably getting another tackle. I'm not even sure if we have Trent Richardson on the team anymore. So I think the guy's going to be Eric Ortega. He looks like he's the best player here. What is he? He's 6'5", 313. He's pretty big. He's an elite athlete. I mean, take a look at his stats. They all look pretty solid. We're going to take him here. Hopefully this is the best lineman here. There's a ton that look pretty solid. He was ranked 66. We got him at 19. He is a hidden dev, so I'm happy with the pick, although there was probably a better one there. But, I mean, as long as he's a hidden, we can develop him pretty well. And now with the second round pick, I'm going to go Darren Winkler. He's projected to go 3 to 4. He looks really good. He's 6'2", 250. And then I think with this pick, we're going to go Carl Wilkerson, 6'4", 312. Looks like he is the best O-lineman left. He looks really solid. He's a really good run blocker and a pretty good pass blocker. And he was ranked 60. We got him at 51. That's not a bad pick at all. He also is a hidden dev. He's a pretty solid athlete. I mean, he looks really good. He's probably going to be an immediate starter on this O-line. So we kind of have retooled it a little bit. And then with our third round pick, we're going to go to Deshaun Rady. He looks like he's the best player left out of Florida, 6'2", 334 nose tackle. Hopefully he's a top 50 player. He was ranked 55. We got him at 58. I'm cool with it. He also is a hidden dev, which is perfect. And then with this pick, we're just going to get backup tight end. There's really not that many good players in this class. And this is our third round pick now. He's 6'6", 255 out of Alabama. I don't expect him to be very good. He's ranked 99, he was the 91st ranked player in the class. He's a normal dev. Kind of expected that. I think I'm just going to let the CPU take over because when I mean it, there's really not any good players left in this class. It's a pretty weak draft class. And now taking a look at our draft recap, I don't think this was a very good draft class. Yeah, I mean, our top pick, our first round pick's a 73 overall. The center, we got 73 for the defensive tackle, 70 tight end, and the CPU drafted us a 67 and 68. I'm really curious who the best player in this class was. I don't think this was The highest overall was an 80. And I mean, he got picked at 5. So, and actually there's a left tackle here, Gabe Garcia. He was a 79. And actually Melvin Turner, 77. So we definitely missed out on some of the best tackles. I'm kind of happy with what we got. I mean, he's a hidden. I guess we'll take it. It was a pretty weak draft this year. Okay, so here at the start of season 2, we're an 87 overall. Let's take a look at the team. Okay, Brock Purdy is a superstar. He's up to an 87. Christian McCaffrey is still a 92. He's still really good. He's a superstar X Factor. Brandon Ayuk's at an 88. Ricky Pearsall jumped up to star. That is what we wanted to see. He should be a star in the game. I honestly don't know why he's not. Juwan Jennings is an 82. Justin Watkins is a star, and he's a 73 overall. Our offensive line looks a little bit more improved. Actually, no, I lied because Trent Williams is not on the team anymore. Our best alignment is not here anymore. It looks all right. Overall, though, I feel like it's a little bit better than last year. And George Kittle is a 96 overall. He's down to superstar, but I mean, he's still really good. Let's take a look at how the defense looks. We did get Sean Reedy. He is a hidden dev. Surprisingly, Nick Bosa is a 96. And he went down to superstar. And then Alfred Collins, 78 star. Michael Williams, 83 star. Our corners are pretty much the same overall. I don't think that's really changed at all. Fred Warner is a 98. He's also down to superstar. So, I mean, that kind of stinks, but he's a 98 overall. So, I mean, really, does it really matter? D Winners, Nick Martin's up to a star, and he's a 79. Mustafa's up to a 78. I feel like he might get star this year. He's only a normal dev, but I definitely feel like he could get star, although it's probably someone we could upgrade. Jared Brown's a 79. He went up to superstar. Maybe he can be pretty serviceable, but I mean, time will tell on that. Let's get into the season. I think easily at this midseason point, we could have another 4 wins for sure, maybe 5. If you guys have been enjoying this video so far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton. Again, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I'm on the road to 1,000. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe down below and turn on post notifications. And just like that, that's kind of what I expected. We're 4-3. We have 10 players that need negotiated with. One including Jared Brown. I probably will bring him back. I want to make it like a 2-year deal. It's someone we could definitely upgrade. And he doesn't even take that. Juwan Jennings probably won't bring back. Just be someone to look to replace in the draft. Same thing with Bryce Huff. Maybe I bring back at the end of the year. Not really sure. Moten, I wouldn't do to the end of the year. He's older. Juszczyk, same thing with him. And then we'll definitely accept Ricky Pearsall's option. So really, we'll have probably a ton of money in free agency. So hopefully this class is a little bit better than last year's. I definitely think we'll make the playoffs again. The only thing about this team is it's getting older. So we definitely need to ramp up the pace on this rebuild and make them better, faster. So my goal is definitely to have a big free agency and hit these draft picks this time. Somehow we have a better record than last year and we don't make the playoffs this time. The Rams actually finished on top going 12-5. Fred Warner comes in third in interceptions with 5. So, I mean, pretty solid there. Our offense looks like it wasn't as good this year, but our defense was elite. And leads from there. Let's take a look at the stats, though. Brock Purdy did not have the best year. Only had around 3,300 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Definitely want to see Brock Purdy do a little bit better. Christian McCaffrey had a pretty good year, 1,300 yards, 4.4 carry, and 8 touchdowns for him. Of course, he's going to do pretty solid, I mean, every single year. Receiving numbers, Ricky Pearsall led the team with 1,071. Also had 11 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk wasn't far behind him with 827 and 10 touchdowns. Juwan Jennings had 544 and 3. Somehow Kittle had 324 and didn't have a single touchdown, which is kind of insane. Blocking, it was not as good as last year. That kind of what's expected with some rookies. Defensively wise, Nick Martin again led the team with tackles with 167. Tackles for loss, Michael Williams had 12, 10 for Nick Martin, 9 for Alfred Collins, and 9 for Nick Bosa. Let's look at the sack numbers. 10.5 for Bosa, 7 for Michael Williams, 5.5 for Alfred Collins. Definitely thought this would be a little bit higher, especially with Nick Bosa only having 10.5. And I thought Michael Williams would take the jump, but he went down to 7 sacks this year. End of the year recap. Let's take a look at it. The Buffalo Bills win this time 21-16. Teron Johnson wins Super Bowl MVP. And actually, Bo Nix wins MVP. Puka Nacua wins another Offensive Player of the Year. Aiden Hutchinson is your Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive rookie and defensive rookie goes to Jeremy Young from the Rams and Derek Murdoch from the Saints. Fortunately, we didn't win anything, but I mean, we mostly just drafted offensive linemen. So that was pretty much to be expected. We do have to bring back Jared Brown. I will bring him back, honestly, on I'll give him a low risk. I still want to do 2 years. I don't really want to give him 3. I'll even up the money. 2 years, 18 and a half, and he doesn't take it. Honestly think we're going to have to bite the bullet and franchise tag him. I don't really want to lose him. I probably could have got him back in free agency. But who knows? Maybe we could look to upgrade that. Juwan Johnson's probably going to go. And same thing with Bryce Huff. Don't really want to pay him that much money. He's already 29. Juwan Johnson's 30. So I think we're fine to move to free agency here. So that's exactly what we're doing. Let's take a look to see who's here. We have a ton of money that we could spend, and it does not look like there's that many players. And honestly, Elton Jenkins wouldn't be bad at all. I would give him a low risk. If I wanted to do 2 years, I'll give him one, and let's see what he... And actually, we're tied for first, so I mean, I'll take that. And is there anybody else here that we could look to pick up? It's not really looking like it. Isaiah Rodgers actually had the craziest game from a corner I think I've ever seen before. He single-handedly beat the Bengals himself. Absolutely insane from him if anybody watched that. Joe Tipton actually wouldn't be a bad signing either. But I'm just going to hope we get Elton Jenkins. I don't really want to sign both of them. For the rest of these players, I don't think we need anybody here. The real question is, do we get Elton Jenkins? And we do. He does sign with the San Francisco 49ers. So that's a big upgrade to the offensive lineman. I don't think we need to draft any O-lineman now in this draft. O-line is pretty set, so let's get straight into this draft. I don't know what pick we have. I'm assuming it's probably going to be anywhere from like 18 to 21. And it's the 17th pick, so let's get straight to it. I don't really want to trade up for anybody. And actually, I was going to take a receiver here, one in Brendan Pratt or the other one, Lamar Crowder. But Daniel Perez looks like a generational safety. Absolute elite athlete, A's and B's across the board. He's only 5'9", but I mean, we're going to take him here. He looks like one of the best players in this class. We can't pass up on someone like this. He was the 5th ranked player in the class. We got him at 17. He has 94 speed, 91 excel, 75 strength, but I mean, he looks really, really good. Now with our second round pick, I think we're going to go Manny Browning out of USC, 6'2", playmaker, pretty good athlete. His stats are all pretty decent. He's going to be the guy here. I was in between him or the second receiver, and honestly, I think he's just a little bit better, but he was ranked 102. We got him at 49. Is he hidden? He is a hidden dev. He's a little bit slower, but he's a big body receiver. We don't really have too much of big body receivers in this team. And in the third round, I think we found an absolute steal in Jermaine Wiggins, 5'10". He's out of Texas. He's a really good athlete. And I mean, look at his stats. I don't know how he's projected to be a third round pick. We're going to take him here in the third round. He probably should have went earlier. I think he's going to be top 25. Rank 17, got him at 81. That's what I'm talking about. He's a hidden dev. 94 speed, 95 acceleration. He has 73 strength. He's 5'10". He's going to be really good for us. And I think with this pick here, we're going to go with the best linebacker available, which is Eric Cruz. He's a pass coverage linebacker. He's a really good athlete. He has B-man in A zone. We're going to take him here in the fourth round. Hopefully, he's a top 50 player. He was ranked 140. We got him at 113. He's a hidden dev, so it's not a bad pick by any means. Really, I'm just looking for depth. We definitely could use another linebacker. With our last pick in the fifth round, this is probably the last pick that we will do. And I think the guy's going to be Dom Watson out of Clemson. He's absolutely huge. He's a pretty good athlete. His stats all look pretty good. B awareness, finesse move. He has A play rec and tackle. He's going to be the guy here. We need some more depth on the line. Also, we could use some more pressure because last year we did not do that well at that. He was ranked 169. We got him at 145. He's a hidden dev. He looks pretty solid. He should actually play a decent amount, and I'm going to let the CPU do the rest. We don't have a pick till the seventh round, so I mean, I don't really care about that. Now for the exciting part, let's take a look at the draft recap. Let's see how we did. I think we did pretty well, and Daniel Perez was an 82 overall generational safety. That's exactly what I thought. The wide receiver we got, Manny Browning, he's a 74. That's not bad. Jermaine Wiggins in the third round was an 80 overall. He was an absolute steal for us. Eric Cruz, 72, 70 for Don Watson. And the CPU picked us a 71 guard and a 68 halfback. The running back will probably never see the field, but the guard actually may be pretty useful. I forgot we didn't re-sign Trent Brown. At the start of year 3, we're an 86 overall. Let's take a look at how the team is looking. Taking a look at the offense, it is looking much improved. Brock Purdy's up to an 89 overall. He's a superstar. Christian McCaffrey's a 91. He's still a superstar. X Factor. Brandon Ayuk's an 88. Ricky Pearsall jumps up to an 85 overall. He's also a star. I'm going to be starting a rookie in the slot here, Matt Browning. He's a 75 overall hidden. Hopefully he could have superstar dev. The line looks much, much, much improved from last year. Our rookies, jumped up in overall a bit. Our rookie guard that the CPU drafted us is going to be starting at left guard. And then we got, of course, Elton Jenkins in free agency. George Kittle is a 93 overall, but he did drop down to star dev, which is kind of dumb, but he's getting older, so that's kind of to be expected. Our defense looks so much improved. Nick Bosa is a 96, but he did drop down to star. Deshaun Reedy is a 78 overall. He is a star. Alfred Collins is an 80. He's also a star. And Michael Williams is a 84. He's also a star. So if there was one guy to jump up to superstar, it would be him. He didn't. DeAndre Lenore is up to an 85, and he's also a superstar. Then we're starting our rookie corner, Jermaine Wiggins. He's an 80 overall. I put him at the second string. Bernardo Green will be in the slot. He's an 82, and he's also a star. Taking a look at the linebacking core, it looks so much improved. Fred Warner, 96 overall. Don't really need to say too much about him here. He's a superstar. We're starting our rookie linebacker that we got, Eric Cruz. And then Nick Martin's an 82 overall, and he jumped up to superstar. Dev Mustafa, probably one of our weakest links on the defense. He's an 80 overall, but he is a normal dev. And then, of course, our rookie, Derek Perez, is going to be starting at strong safety. He's an 82 overall. Hopefully, he's a superstar, not a star, or maybe even an X factor. And then Jared Brown's behind him there. I was thinking about maybe trading Jared Brown, but probably going to keep him for depth is the smartest thing to do. So I think that's going to be the move. So that is what the team is looking like. I definitely think this is hands down our best team yet. At the midseason, I think we should at least have 5 wins. We've had 4 both years before, but I think this year is our year, if not next year, for sure. If you guys have been enjoying this video so far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton, and I appreciate all you guys so much. And at the midseason mark, we are 6-1. We do have 19 players who need renegotiated with, one including Jared Brown. I'll probably wait again to the end of the year. We don't really need him anymore. Bernardo Green is someone I definitely want. He's pretty young still at 26. It's a pretty cheap deal, actually. And he doesn't take it. Damn, I was really hoping he took that because that was really, really cheap. Christian McCaffrey, someone we definitely want back. He's getting older, but he's definitely still worth it. Hopefully he takes this. Boom, he does. It's a pretty cheap deal, actually. Dominic Pooney, someone we definitely want back. I'll give him 4 years, and we don't actually have the salary cap. So we're definitely going to have to make some changes here. Maybe we don't bring back Elton Jenkins. We'll definitely find a way to get the money to re-sign most of these players. Probably just have to wait till the end of the year. I don't really want to trade anyone, especially how well we're doing right now. We're facing the 5-1 Cardinals, actually. Looking at our stats-wise, we're 5th in rush yards. We're 8th in opponents' points per game. So, our defense is pretty solid. Do we have any league leaders? We do, actually. Fred Warner is there in interceptions, and Nick Martin's there in tackles. So hopefully this is the year. Let's get to the playoffs here. I definitely think we're in it. I think we at least have 14 wins. That's going to be my guess. And we go 11-6. I thought we'd do a little bit better this year. We're going to be facing the Rams in the wild card, actually. So honestly, let's just hop straight into this game. I'll take a look at the stats at the end of the year. The Rams are an 87 compared to our 89. I definitely think we get out of this one pretty easily, but I guess time will tell here. In the first quarter, the Rams score 3. We get a safety, actually. 2-3, and it's a pretty low-scoring game so far through the first half. They get a touchdown, making it 10-2. We get a field goal. They get a touchdown, and it looks like they're going to win this one 20-5. We just didn't do well in this game, really at all. Yeah, that'll do it. Brock Purdy had 56 yards, no touchdowns. So yeah, that's how we lose that, with Brock Purdy throwing for 56 yards. Anyway, let's take a look at the season recap. The Buffalo Bills beat the Packers again. They've been to the Super Bowl, I think, 3 times now and have lost all 3 times, 27-20. The Bills win it. Josh Allen is your Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins MVP. Defensive Player of the Year this time goes to Devontae Smith. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Shamar Stewart. And Offensive Rookie and Defensive Rookie go to Tarvarius Peel from the Patriots and Corey Jones from the Panthers. Unfortunately, none of our rookies win it. I was kind of hoping one of them would. We have a lot of players to bring back here that we couldn't re-sign before, obviously excepting Michael Williams, and he jumped to superstar. Jared Brown is not as important as Bernardo Green. I'll give him 5 years. I'll up the money. We'll bring it to 9. 5 years, $40.5 million. He does take it finally. The next person we need to get is Dominic Pooney. I want him back, but these deals are getting kind of expensive. What is that? 4 years, 84. I'm not sure if we'll be able to bring really any of these players back. Probably going to have to upgrade Mustafa. Probably wait till free agency, see what's in there, and then I guess we'll determine from there. I don't know if you guys watch college football today, but there were some great games today. And actually, Joe Alt, Vita Vea, this is actually a pretty good free agent class. Too bad I don't think we really have any money. We have almost 13 million. And actually, we can throw an offer at Elton Jenkins. It's going to be a pretty weak deal. He has no offers so far. Maybe we can get him to sign here through week 2. And nope, we're going to lose him to the Bengals. And we're not going to do anything here. We just really don't have the money in free agency. So hopefully we can have a pretty good draft class. A lot of our players are starting to get older. So, I mean, we really need to win now. We don't pick all the way to 23. With that being said, we are giving up our first round pick this year, a third this year, a second next year, and a second in 2030 for the Dolphins first round pick, which is the 6th overall pick. There is a defensive tackle here, and he went at 3. He wasn't projected to go to like 10, so I thought we would be able to snag him. But I don't know what to do here. I want to get the defensive tackle. There is another one that looks absolutely elite too in JJ Klein, but we did not re-sign Mustafa, and there is a really good free safety here in Monty Byers. He looks pretty good. He's an elite athlete. His stats all look really good, but the defensive tackle just looks like he might be one of the best players in this class. JJ Klein out of Ohio State, 6'3" speed rusher, super elite athlete. Elite pretty much everything. A awareness, finesse move, play rec, and tackle. He has B power moves as a speed rusher. Honestly, I think he's going to be the guy. I don't know how we don't take him here. He was the 18th ranked player, got him at 6. Thought he would be a little bit better, but I mean, he has 83 speed, 86 excel, and I mean, his 87 strength. Looks like he would have been a top 5 player, but that just wasn't the case. Now with this pick, we need another pass rusher pretty bad. Dylan McCain is going to be the guy. He looks really solid. He's a good athlete. His stats all look really good. I'm going to take him here in the second round with the 23rd pick. He was the 99th ranked player, got him at 55. He's a hidden dev. So, I mean, at least that's a positive. Here, we really need a safety. We don't have one. We let Mustafa and J.R. Brown walk. So, it's definitely a big position of need. We don't have one there. And to be completely honest, there's really not too many players here. AJ McLeod, I mean, just doesn't look that good. So I think we're just going to let the CPU do the rest here. I don't really know who I want. Let's take a look at the draft recap. Hopefully we did pretty well. JJ Klein's actually a 79 overall. The pass rusher was a 73. They took a wide receiver, 70 overall, 66 edge, 63 quarterback, and a 67 edge too. So, I mean, it wasn't the best draft class ever, but I mean, it definitely could have been worse. With that being said, we're trading Justin Watkins, 2 first-round picks and a third for Monty Byers, the guy I really wanted in the draft anyway. Let's take a look at the team now, see how everybody is. We're at 87 overall. Offensively wise, the team pretty much looks the same. Brock Purdy's up to a 91. Brandon Ayuk's still an 88. Pearsall is up to an 86. Matt Browning is up to an 80. So, I mean, that's not bad there. O-line looks pretty good. Carl Robinson is a 78, and he's a superstar. We're definitely missing a right tackle here. We might look to trade for one maybe at the midseason point, but let's take a look at the defense, which looks absolutely elite. Bosa, 96 overall. JJ Klein is going to be starting over Desmond Reed. I feel like he has a little bit more potential and may have superstar dev. Alfred Collins is 82. Michael jumps up to an 87, and he's a superstar dev. Ramondre Lenore is an 86 overall, and Jermaine Wiggins is an 86 superstar X Factor, who I'm going to be starting at the #1 corner spot. Then, of course, we have Renardo Green. He's an 83 overall. Now, the linebacking core looks elite. Fred Warner is down to a 93 superstar. He's still going to be really good for us. Nick Martin's an 85 superstar. Then our rookie linebacker that we drafted last year, Eric Cruz, is a 78 overall. Monty Byers is 81 hidden. We also have Justin Simons, 76 star, so that's not bad at all. And then Derek Perez is an 86 overall, and he has superstar dev. So, I mean, our defense looks absolutely amazing. This is hands down our best team yet. It's our best roster by a lot, and it's hands down our best team yet. So I'm pretty excited about this. Gonna go to the midseason point. Definitely think we have 5, maybe even 6 wins again. At the midseason point, we are 5-2. We're doing pretty well pretty much everywhere besides pass yards. Surprisingly, we're 5th in our opponents' points per game. We don't have any league leaders, unfortunately, but I mean, I think we're definitely a top team, and hopefully we can actually win like 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 games. And we go with 10-7 to finish the season. We're facing the 11-6 Vikings. Definitely hopping into this game. I'm pretty excited. I believe we're going to win this. They're only an 86 overall to our 89 overall. And at this one, we score a field goal in the first quarter. We score another field goal, actually. The Vikings score a touchdown. We get another. So we have 3 field goals so far in this game. We finally scored a touchdown, making it 17-7. They get a field goal. 19-10. I definitely think we pulled this one off. And the San Francisco 49ers beat the Vikings 19-10. Honestly, this really wasn't even a close game, really at all. Brock Purdy had 222-1. And surprisingly, a pretty low scoring game to the Vikings. Thought it'd be a little bit higher scoring, but we are going to be facing the New York Giants, who made the playoffs. They're actually 11-6. I definitely think we win this. We're an 89 compared to their 87. Getting into this, the first quarter, we actually score a touchdown and we somehow get a safety. They get a touchdown, making it 9-7. And we score another touchdown, making it 14-9, and get another field goal, 17-9. That is the final score. The San Francisco 49ers beat the New York Giants 17-9. Brock Purdy only threw for 165 yards, but did have a touchdown. As long as we can keep winning, now we're facing the Carolina Panthers, who are 10-7. Let's get straight into this. I'm pretty excited. I definitely think we can win the Super Bowl this year. We're in 89 compared to their 88. Getting to this game, we scored a touchdown, making it 7-0. The Panthers get a touchdown, making it 7-7. And then we score 2 in a row. They score one, 28-14. Now we score another touchdown. It's actually a pretty high scoring game, and they get another one. But we come out on top 28-21. And we are now in the Super Bowl facing the Las Vegas Raiders, who are 11-6. I definitely think we could beat this team. We're both in 89 overall. Hopefully we can come out strong here and score. The Raiders get a field goal, making it 3-0. We score a touchdown, making it 7-3. That's going to be the first half. The Raiders get another field goal. We score a touchdown, but we missed the extra point. We score another touchdown, and it looks like this game is going to be over 27-6. The San Francisco 49ers are now your Super Bowl champions. Brock Purdy threw 197 yards with 3 touchdowns. That's going to be the rebuild. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.